All right, good morning everyone and hello. So today's live stream we're going to be doing this cute Christmas page color along, and I have the link for the line art down below. Good morning EB, nice to see you here. How are you doing today? How's your weekend going? But I just wanted to show you guys real quick. So I do have the link down below. This is free and you can go ahead and print it out on the website. I did link that down below. But I don't know if you guys can see here, when I was printing it out, it was sort of coming out quite blurry. So what I ended up doing was going ahead and I used my light box to retrace this image onto some cardstock here. And I used two different line weight, so I think I used a 1 and a 0.5 for this. So this is available for my lowest tier Patreons. You guys can go ahead and download this for free, but anybody can go ahead and print out this version and follow along. So I thought it would be fun to use our Copic markers for this today. Now, of course, you can go ahead and use whatever markers that you have. But I just grabbed my Copics, and I wasn't really going to pick any color combinations, but Evie says, ooh, Copics, yeah. So I thought it'd be fun to pull these out again and use them. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the colors that I picked. So I've got R14, which is just a light pinky red, R46, like a traditional Christmas red, R39. I've got some greens here, so I've got G16, 28 and 29. So 28 and 29 are almost the exact same. I think I grabbed 28. Then I've got G99, G94, B00, B02, and B05 for some blues. I've got R21. I'm not sure if I'll use these, but I wanted to have some like warm yellows in here just in case. So I've got that, and I've got R38, RV17, and RV19, which is just sort of like a magenta-y type color. And then V25 and V09. And then I've got BV08 in case I want like a little slight bluer version. So those are sort of the colors that I've picked out. Might not use them all, but that's sort of what I'm going for. And I was going to keep it more like red, green, blue, and yellow, but then I thought that kind of seemed a little boring, so I picked these colors as well. But you guys can go ahead and, use whatever colors you have. Good morning, Lisa. Nice to see you here. How's your weekend going? So far, mine's going pretty good. Can't complain too much. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. And I'm thinking of making the mittens red, and then I'll make the trees green. But I think I'm going to start with the snowflakes for now. Because I know I want to use that light blue, so this is the B00, and I think this is just a really pretty color for the snowflakes. So I'm going to start filling those in, and then that'll give a few minutes for people to start popping in. So, and I've got my cardstock taped down just so it doesn't move around a little bit, and I am using the Strathmore 400 Bristol Smooth cardstock, and that's my favorite one for my Copic markers. So I'm going to just start filling in. I might not fill in all of the snowflakes. I want to get to some of the fun stuff, but I kind of want to see how this color looks, compared to some of the other colors that we're going to use. Lisa says, so far good, much better now as always. Aw, thank you so much, Lisa. You're always so sweet. Apparently I might need more coffee for my fingers though. We always need more coffee. There's never enough coffee. Well, maybe there is, but I don't know if I've reached that point yet. So I'm just going to fill in a few snowflakes here and there. I really like this color. It's a really pretty, like light, soft blue color. And I don't want to, okay, I'm going to fill in the snowflakes on here too, I think. I don't know if we're going to do like much shading with this. I'll do a little bit of shading probably, especially like on these leaves and stuff, but I want this to be kind of simple, but you never know as we get going. I always tend to change my mind. Is everybody done their Christmas shopping yet, or are you like me and you're sort of a last minute shopper? Although this year I'm doing pretty good. I have quite a few things already, so I'm not doing too bad. I'm just gonna exit out of that. Crafting with EB says, well, FedEx messed up and delivered my pre-cut mugs of 36 count, which cost $100 to the wrong address. Oh no. Hopefully they found it and are gonna re-deliver to my house. Oh, absolutely. They would re-deliver, and you know, they wouldn't charge you any more for that cost. Oh, that sucks. Is that what you were going to do on your stream the other day? Because I noticed you did cancel your stream on Twitch. So I'm assuming that's what you were going to do. I really liked this design when I saw it, because I was trying to find a free page that anybody can download, you know, and follow along with, but this one was just super cute and it caught my eye. And if you guys end up enjoying this and you want to do more like color alongs like this, let me know, because we can certainly do that here on YouTube. But I will be keeping my streams over on Patreon and my extra tutorials over on Patreon, more like art related content. Well, this is art related obviously, but it'll be more like you know, tutorial based, like how to draw this or how to, you know, let's paint this kind of thing. But if you guys want to do more like fun coloring stuff like this, I'm totally up for that. EB says, also done, gonna finish this Thursday and get my boyfriend and his last bit before Christmas. Okay, that's good. Was waiting to see if they got back to me yesterday. That is why I canceled. Ah, okay. So I think I'm going to, where did I put the cap of this? Okay. That's one thing, like with these Copic markers, they don't really fit on the ends. So I lay it down and then I always forget where I put the cap. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to start getting the red in the mittens here. So I'm going to grab that like mid-tone red, which I think is this R46. I think that's what I'm going to do for this. And I might do, I don't know. Yeah, I'll get this in and then, you know, we'll start working one piece at a time because I really don't have a plan for this yet. I do hate that about Copics as well. Not cool. Yeah, I try to like keep it in my hand, but sometimes I'll put it down and I'm just like, where did that cover go? It is now missing. So I don't know if I want to do this top part in a different color. So I'm going to leave that for now. And just see what I can do. I really like this color. It's a very pretty, like traditional red color too, so. Gonna fold laundry, so you're gonna lurk. Yes, go right ahead. I've got to do my laundry after this stream, actually. So I'm not sure what color I'm going to make these little dots. I don't know if I actually like them being in there, but we'll work with it. And I'm hoping we'll get this done today. So I may end up coloring this a little bit sloppy, but if you're following along, you know, afterwards, then certainly take your time. But I want to, you know, be able to complete this, or, you know, maybe we could take our time and make this really nice, and then if we need to go ahead and like finish it next week, we could always do that. So let me let me know down below if you you know, want to do that. And I'm thinking I'll make these trees a nice like Christmassy tree color. And one thing I absolutely love about these Copic markers is they have such a nice brush tip to them. So I'm able to get into little areas and, you know, it's not too much of a hassle to work around things. And I'm looking for cheaper alternatives for like Copic markers, but I want ones that have like a brush tip. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know down below as well, or in the live chat if you are here live with me now. Because I'm always looking for other alternatives, because I know Copics can be a little expensive. But I've gotten all of mine on sale. So when Michaels used to give out their 50% off coupons, I would go just every day after work and grab a new Copic marker, and that's how I built up my collection. But unfortunately, they don't give such great coupons anymore, so, you know, you've got to pay full price or wait until there's like a 30% off coupon now or something, so. But I've had these Copics for, gosh, like a few years, like definitely a few years, and I've had none like run out of ink yet. I don't have any ink refills for them because I haven't needed it yet. I can tell there's a few that are getting low, but I kind of have like other colors that are close enough that I can use, so that doesn't really bother me too much. But I don't know, there's just something about these Copics. They're just such nice markers. And actually on Patreon this week, our tutorial is using Copic markers with colored pencils on top. And it's going to be quite a detailed tutorial. I think it's up to like 5 hours long. So if you guys are interested in that, I don't want to say what it is exactly yet because it is a collaboration video with somebody else. But I will have that posted on YouTube, and then the tutorial will be up on Patreon probably Thursday. I'll probably do like a part 1 on Thursday, part 2 on Friday or something like that. And I am going to be transitioning my tutorials on Patreon into live streams. So if you guys do like the live stream format, then I will be doing that on Patreon, so that, you know, if you are there live, or if you want to leave a comment in the post down below, I can always answer your question live. It's a little bit easier that way. And then I'll still have bonus like content that I can do as well, like so edited tutorials. So I think that way you'll actually get more content because I'll have more time to do, you know, tutorials and stuff like that, because I won't have to spend all that time editing and uploading. Okay, I'm really liking this color for the mitten here. It's kind of quite pretty. And I'm also in the process, I guess it would be process, of working on a vlog. So I've done a couple of vlogs in the past of like an art studio vlog. And after I did the like studio tour, you guys seem to like that. So I'm thinking I'll continue to do some vlogs here and there. And I might do one like, you know, over 2 weeks or something like that. And that way, you know, I'll have a little bit of content because I don't do art stuff every day because I do work full time. But if you guys are interested in that, let me know. But I am working on one right now. And I got something that I'm pretty excited about, and I show you guys in the vlog. And then, of course, you guys get to see Gizmo and Gotham because they have to be in everything. So, you know, look forward to content stuff like that. And then, of course, I'll always be doing like tutorials and reviews and stuff. Oops, I went over there. Oh, well. Okay, well, apparently I missed the edge of this here, so I'll have to go back and fix that for you guys, but we're going to put it in here. And I'll just take a marker when that's dry. I think I used maybe this one here. So when that's dry, I'll just use that marker and cover over that. No big deal. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in this mitten as well. And I don't have too much to talk about today. I'm trying to think, you know, if I've done anything super exciting. One thing so I've been off work this week because on Monday I ended up getting into a accident. So up here in Canada, the snow has started and the roads were quite bad. And I ended up going off the road with my work car and into a very steep ditch. And so I got a little banged up and I pulled a muscle in my neck and my shoulder. So I've been off work, but I'm planning to go back to work tomorrow. I'm a lot better. And I mean, at least thank goodness I wasn't seriously injured or anything. It could have been a lot worse. So I've been off work for that. But unfortunately, even though I was off work, I couldn't even really look down for the first couple of days because my neck was so sore. So I couldn't even get any art stuff done, which was kind of a bummer. But I mean, at the same time, I was injured. So, but I am definitely starting to feel much better now. Thank you, EB. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better now, but it was kind of like a shock. And it was storming that day, and I was already going quite slow. I was going maybe about 30 miles per hour. So, I mean, the roads were bad enough. And when I got to this corner, I was trying to turn onto a road, and I just couldn't get any traction at all for my like brakes to kick in. And I just kept on going right over the road and down into the ditch, and that was it. And so thankfully somebody came to pick me up from work, and we had to call the tow truck and everything, and I went home and boy was I sore the next day. Actually, I was sore up until Thursday. I think Thursday I started to feel a little bit better. I ended up going to the doctor and nothing was seriously wrong. It was just a pulled muscle, but she kept me off work for a few days just to make sure. Because, I have to be able to drive for work because I'm a community nurse, and I see all of my patients in their homes. So we try to keep our patients, in their homes as long as possible. So that's my job. So I mean, I can't really do my job if I can't drive around. Yes, I was glad to hear you were fine too. Yes, thank you, Lisa. Lisa's been checking in on me every day. And I mean, I didn't announce it on social media or anything like that, because I don't usually, announce personal stuff on there, but I figured I would let you guys know. But thank goodness it doesn't seem to be affecting me anymore, so there's that. Another reason I don't like wintertime, because I'm out driving every day. I can't avoid it. But this is the first accident I've ever had. So it was a little bit of a shock and a little, scary, but it is what it is. So I'm just trying to get this red filled in, and then we'll fill in some of these other fun parts. And if you guys have any suggestions for any colors or color schemes that you want to see, especially in these bulbs, because I really have no idea what colors I want to use in here. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I am certainly open to suggestions because I'm just sort of winging it here. But I thought red mittens, I thought that would look really pretty for Christmas. So that's what I'm going with for this, but let me know what you guys think the other objects should be. Lisa says, it happens. I've been in a few accidents myself over the years. Knock on wood, only one time was serious. Well, I'll knock on my desk for you. Yeah. I've never actually been in an accident. So even when I was a little kid, we had a little bumper accident, somebody hit the back of our car. It was again winter, stormy out, but that was the extent of it, nothing bad. But this is the first actual accident I've ever been in. If it's not wood, it doesn't count. All right, touche. Well, I will have to find something wooden then. That's funny. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of wood in my desk, right? It is a desk. I appreciate the effort, though. Oh, you know what I realized? I should probably fill in the centers of the little snowflakes. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead now and use this. That might not be the one I used. Do I have a bigger size? Let me just find... Do I have a bigger marker? Maybe this is the one that I used, but I'm going to fill in here. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to make this little circle area here because I noticed there wasn't one. And then I will fill in the little circles in the snowflakes too because it looks a little weird right now. The top looks like marble, very pretty. This is actually just like a vinyl thing that I got off Amazon. It's not actually the top of my desk. So my desk is completely white, But I got this to protect the white of my desk pretty much. And this is starting to get a little dirty, so I feel like I should get another one. But it's just like, it's almost like a backdrop that you can use, but I just used it to put on the top of my desk because I'm pretty messy and I didn't want to ruin my nice white desk. EB says, I remember one accident my mom had when I was young and we had to go to the hospital. She had pain, but me and my sister were okay. As a driver so far, I haven't gotten in any accidents, and yes, I'm knocking on wood. Well, I will find something wooden and I will knock on it after for both of you. But I'm very glad that you and your sister weren't hurt, and I hope that your mom was, you know, okay. You know, I feel like I'm a pretty good driver, so I think, you know, I've just taken for granted that if you drive slow and you drive good and all this, then you just won't have an accident, but apparently that doesn't always work. All right, I'm going to fill these in now so I don't forget. And then they look a little more like snowflakes maybe. There. So EB, I know you use markers quite a bit, and I know you use them, like you've been using them on your stream on Twitch sometimes. Do you use Copic markers, or is it another brand? I feel like maybe you use Ohuhu or something. But what do you think about those markers? Because I'm looking for, you know, other markers to get, like more affordable versions of them. It is Ohuhu. Okay, that's what I thought. Do you like them? And do you have the ones that have the nibs, or do you have the ones that have the brush points? Because I'm preferably looking for something with a brush nib, because I think that's what makes Copics, you know, stand out from a lot of other brands. I love them. They are way cheaper. Yeah, that's why I'm looking for some alternatives to the Copics. Yes, brush nib. Okay, maybe I'll look into those because I've heard some good things about them and I've heard some good reviews, but I think in the brush nibs they have a smaller set available than their regular size. Like, I don't think they have all of their colors available in the brush nib from what I remember, unless that's changed. They have 210 set of brush nibs. Oh wow, 210, that's a lot. That's a lot more than I have with my Copics. The cap fits on the other end. Oh my gosh. So it'll fix this problem then? Because that's one thing that I don't like about the Copics. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that I don't like about the Copics. Well, and the price. So I guess that's two things, but... All right, I'm going to fill the inside of these little stars in too, because I think it would look weird with like two different colors. I don't know. You guys do what you want. And like I said, I do have this picture available down below for you guys to print out and color yourself. And you don't have to use the colors that I'm using. You can use whatever colors you want. If you want to use colored pencils or watercolor, you know, transfer it onto watercolor paper. That would probably be really cute to do it in watercolor. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into those Ohuhu markers because I've definitely seen some reviews of them. Like I think Lindsay, the Frugal Crafters, reviewed them, and I'm sure I've seen them on other people's channel as well. Okay, finally done with the red, I think. So I'm gonna grab this warm yellow here, which is the 738. And it's just like a nice warm yellow, and I'm gonna do the stars in this color, I think. That's cute. All right, we'll get these ones. Now I don't know what color I want the hearts to be. Maybe, I think it would be cute if they matched like maybe this, if we went with like a darker color. I'm not sure. We'll think on it. I'll think on it. Okay. So I'm gonna grab a green. So these were my little color swatches that I showed at the beginning, and I think I'm gonna go with that G28 for the green of the tree. I was sitting here before the stream and just, you know, getting ready, relaxing, and then I thought, well, maybe it'll be pretty boring if I'm just like grabbing colors and trying it and going, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. So I decided to get some colors ready before the stream just so you guys wouldn't be too bored and we could just get right into the coloring. Now, do I want to do that as a brown or no, I'm going to do it all green. We're going to do it all green. I don't want to add another color into our color scheme. Oh, that's a pretty green. I like that. Looks very cute. You know, I forget how much like just coloring like this is so relaxing because I don't have to focus. Like I'm not trying to copy a picture. I'm not following. I have no reference pictures up at all. I'm just kind of doing whatever I feel like doing, but it's very relaxing. And the funny thing is, when I was first starting to get into like coloring and art and stuff, I used to find that so stressful, trying to decide what color things would be. And that's why I ended up liking, you know, doing traditional art, because I had a reference photo and I was just trying to, you know, either copy the reference photo or doing like some kind of version of the reference photo, depending what I'm doing. And I don't know, now maybe I've just grown a little bit as an artist and I find it maybe a little bit more relaxing. I think I'm going to do these circles in green. I think that would be cute. And then we just don't have just one area with the green on it. But yeah, so I don't know if I've just, you know, grown as an artist or just gotten maybe a little bit more relaxed. Maybe both. Sometimes it's still a little bit stressful, you know, trying to choose colors. And I mean, it's not really the color so much. It'll be like, do I like this warmer one or this cooler one or this version or this version? Because there's just so many different colors out there. Okay. And you know what? I might grab that warm yellow we were using, the Y38. And I think I'm going to do this strip along here in that. And that'll kind of tie in the yellow down below. Sort of like a nice goldeny yellow. And I will try to remember to go back and list these colors down below in the description for you guys, just in case you've got Copics and you want to follow along. But if not, just pick whatever color's closest. And that's why I always try to say, like, if it's like a warm yellow, a cooler yellow, you know, give a little bit more description. Now, I'm not sure what colors I want these stripes to be over here yet. All right. So, still not sure what colors I want to make those, so I think I'm going to leave the little mittens for right now, and maybe we'll work on our leaves for a little bit to sort of know what colors I want those to be. So I'm going to grab this, you know what, I'll do that one later because it's darker. I'm going to grab this G99 and G94, and these are a little more like olive green. It's got a little more olive green in it. And I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the darker one first. And I'm going to go around the edges more. And just get some dark in there, and then we'll blend with our lighter color. I don't want to fill up all the edges with the dark, but just a bit, because we can always add more in, just to give a little bit of dimension to our leaves. And I'm going to grab that light color and just blend over top. Now this actually doesn't look much lighter, to be honest, but just to give a little bit of difference there. Now I'm just going around the edges, making sure that blends in nicely. And I think I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same for this one. So I'm using the darker color more around the outside. And then we'll blend with our lighter color. And I'm mostly like blending in between like the stem part, because I want to try to keep that stem part light. So I'm sort of trying to blend like in these little areas. And just see how that looks. I kind of like that because that keeps a little bit more lightness there in the stem. So what I might actually try is grabbing my colorless blender here. Because one cool thing about this, the colorless blender, I don't really find it blends, you know, your Copic markers at all, but it can be used to sort of lift color. So I'm going to go over this lighter color in here. And if I just go over it lightly, it will just slightly lighten that color in the middle there. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference from before and after, but it just ever so lightly will lighten the color. And then I just take the tip and wipe it back off, and then it's nice and clean. So that's typically what I use my colorless blender for. I've not really figured out another use for it, but I like it for that use. So I kind of like how that looks, and you've got like the nice little white, or not white area, but lighter area there. So I'm going to go back again with that, I think G99. So one thing, these are very close, so it's hard to tell which one is the darker color, but the G99 one is the darker one. Lisa says it really does lighten it well. Yeah. And I don't know why it's called the colorless blender, because it doesn't really blend anything. It won't blend two colors. It'll just sort of lighten them. So it should have said like colorless lightener or something. I don't know. Oh, morning, Corey. Nice to see you here. She says, morning, I'm lurking today. I'm watching puppy. Oh my gosh, how's your new puppy doing? That's so exciting. So if you guys don't know, Corey just got a new cute little husky puppy. I think you said it was a little boy. A little boy puppy. That's so exciting. How old is he? So I'm going with that darker color again around the outside. And then I'll switch to the lighter color and then just blend. So I color over everything, and then I'm gonna, you know, try to keep that area on the outside, because the more you go over your Copic marker area, it's gonna darken it naturally. So that's why I'm trying to stay away from that middle like stem part. And just blend the other two colors together a bit. Oh, it's a girl husky. Oh, I thought it was a little boy. Now we have two. She's 12 weeks old. Aw. Yes, huskies are very high maintenance, and especially if this one follows along in the same path of her other escape artist. Oh, hello, Joanna. Good morning. Nice to see you here. How's your weekend going? If you want to follow along with this, I do have the link to where you can get this. This is a free download and you can print it out. And I've also got my line art version available for Patreons down below for my lowest tier, if you're interested in that. Just because I found when I was printing it out, it was coming out just a little bit blurrier. So I'll show you the difference here between these. So when I was printing it, it was just coming out a little bit blurry, but I mean, it's still good enough to follow along, but I went ahead and like retraced it and redrew it. So this is available for my lowest Patreon tier. Joanna says, it's going okay, thank you. How's yours going? Mine is going so far. I'm doing much better. Just a little while ago in the video, I had explained that I had a car accident on Monday, so I've been off work for the week, but I am feeling much, much better, and I'm planning to go back to work tomorrow. So I am thankful that it wasn't any worse. We had a little snowstorm here up in Canada, in Atlantic Canada, and I was already going very slow at the time, and I just couldn't get any traction to stop, and I just kept going off the road right down into the ditch. And unfortunately, it was like one of the steepest ditches in the area too, so just my luck. Corey says, yes, huskies are very high maintenance. And this one has some behavioral issues we have to work out. Oh no, with the puppy. Hopefully you guys can get that all fixed out. And I'm sure with your other one, you know, the puppy will learn some behaviors from your other one as well. So hopefully, you know, she's pretty, you know, she'll learn from her and realize what's right, what's wrong. That's how ours went. We got our first Yorkie Gizmo, and I trained him pretty well. Like, he's a very good dog. He listens very well. And the second one we got him, he was already 6 months old. So he was set in his ways already a little bit, and he thought he was going to run the joint. And Gizmo put him in his place, and now he's just like him. He listens very well, and so I'm very thankful. So it was nice having Gizmo because he kind of, you know, helped train the other dog. Oh yes, I'm okay now. Thank you, Joanna, for asking, but I do feel a lot better. I was just having, you know, a bit of trouble with my neck and my right shoulder, but it's definitely improved. I'm just going to go back with the darker color here a little bit because I feel like I lost a little bit of that dark color around when I was blending. But thank goodness, because I wasn't sure, you know, happened on Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I was so stiff. I couldn't, like, barely do anything. I couldn't, like, really look down. Like, for sure I couldn't do any art or anything like that. And then by Thursday I was starting to feel a little bit better. I did go to the doctor, and she said it was just a pulled muscle, so I would recover, but she put me off until Monday. So I think by tomorrow I'll be, you know, good to go back to work. Because I do drive all day for work. I'm a community nurse. So I go from, you know, patients' homes, keep them in their homes and out of the hospital. So that's my job. There, I like that. Lisa says Gizmo and Gotham are adorable. They are, and they know it. That's the thing. They know it. And I was just saying earlier too, I'm working on a vlog. I'm going to start doing a little bit more vlogs too. And so you guys will see a little bit more behind the scenes. And of course, Gizmo and Gotham have to be in this one. They usually don't want to, like, come up in the art room. It's usually the cat. But yesterday when I was vlogging, they were up here. So of course I had to show off how cute they are. And they're getting their little haircuts on Tuesday, so we always call it their spa day, and they just love it because they go there and the girls just, like, fawn over them and they think it's like, you know, this whole trip, and they just love it. Joanna says, I used to be a nurse before I became too unwell. I loved it. Oh my gosh, you know, it is such a rewarding job, right? But it's very hard. It's very hard. And I used to be a nurse in the hospital, and then I got my job in the community, being a community nurse, and my gosh, that is even harder, I would say, because you see so much more going on in the community than you do in the hospital. You know, you just see the person in the bed, and you're there and you're out, and it's a very controlled environment, whereas in the community, sometimes you have no idea what you're walking into. So it can be a little bit stressful, but it's also very rewarding when you can help somebody out and, you know, keep them out of the hospital, keep them in their home. I love that aspect of it for sure. EB says, I got fish, now allowed to have pets in my apartment. Ooh, what kind of fish did you get? That's exciting. Okay, I think that's all. Nope, we still have a couple more leaves, don't we? Okay, these ones are a little bit smaller, so I'm just going to go with that darker color around to here. And then I'll use the lighter one in the middle. Joanna says, yes, community work is completely different. Yep. And I'm still going to use that just to blend slightly around. like that. I like that. Okay. So if you guys have any suggestions for what color I should do this, or the stripes or the hearts, let me know, because I'm kind of stuck on that. And I just kind of moved on. I'm not really sure what color I want those to be yet. Freshwater kind, I have 2 bottom feeders and 3 blue fish. Ooh, that's exciting. Fish are cute. They're very relaxing to just sit there and watch. What kind of blue fish are they? I'm curious now. Is that the name of the fish, or is that just because they're blue? Did you name them yet? No. What is this? I think that is part of the leaf over there. Yeah. We're going to make it part of the leaf. It would make sense for it to be, maybe. Yeah, that's cute. You could use the blue that you used for the snowflakes. Actually, I could. That's kind of a good idea. I do like that. Because I'm going to do the other snowflakes around in that color, but I just wanted to test it out and then jump into the mittens. But I do like the blue there. I do have a couple of other blues picked out as well, just in case. So I do have... So these are the colors that I picked. So I do have these blues too, the B02 and the B05. So I could do it in one of those colors, but I do like that light color. But if I'm doing all of the snowflakes in that light color, I didn't know if it would be too much. So I'm going to think on that. Okay, which one's my darker one now? This one. Evie says, I'll have to look up the name. Give me a moment. It's 3-spotted blue gourami. Gourami? Okay, interesting. I hope I pronounced that right. So it must be a freshwater tank, I'm assuming, because that's a lot easier to take care of than a saltwater tank. Yes, I think you should mix the blue color you just showed. Okay, so either one of these darker blues here, because I think maybe that darker blue might look cute. And then I could always do like the darker blue here and the bottom stripe, maybe the lighter blue, like that same blue there. And then I could do the darker blue down here. I kind of like that. Ooh, okay, well, if you have suggestions for any other areas, because these bulbs, I really have no idea what I'm going to do with either, so I am taking suggestions. Because you guys always have good suggestions. I'll ask something, and I really appreciate your feedback, because, you know, I don't always think of stuff like that. So again, with the darker color. Sorry, yes, one of the darker blues too. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that on the mittens. And EB says, yes, fresh water. I do not do salt water. Yeah, saltwater, I've never had a saltwater tank, but I have had a freshwater one before. And I mean, that's pretty self-maintaining, but saltwater, from what I can tell, is takes a lot of work. But the fish, from what I've seen, are like really pretty with salt water. Like you get a lot more colorful fish maybe. And I don't know if that's because of the salt or just different breeds that I've seen, but I feel like freshwater tanks are a little bit more muted colored fish. But just watching them, you know, float around and do stuff is so cute. I forget the fish that I used to have. They used to have like the little long fin on them. They weren't betas or tetras or anything like that. Oh, what were they called? They were just little tiny fish, but they had a little bit of a longer fin on them. And they came in like different colors. They were really cute. All right, so I like that. So that's our little leaves, I think, for now. And then I'm going to take this darkest red color I have. It's R39. I'm going to use that for the berries. And then I'll take my gel pen afterwards. I'll come over top with that and just create maybe a little highlight on them or something. Oh, hello, Ash. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you here. How's your weekend going so far? EB says, definitely hard to control the pH levels. Yeah, that would be hard. I just don't have the time for that. Where's my berries? Over here. All right. Ash says the weekend is going well. That's good. That's good. All right, so I'm going to take that B05, that darker blue color, and I'm going to use this, like Joanna suggested. We're going to see how this looks. Now I was thinking for the candy canes, because there's a few of them, I would do maybe the candy cane in red and then the bow in green, and then switch it up so we'd have like a red and green and then a green and red and a red and green. So let me know if you guys like that idea, or if I should just do different colors altogether or keep it the same. I don't know. Are you streaming on Twitch today, EB? What are you planning to do later? Okay, so I think I'm going to make this top one the dark blue. I think what you just suggested sounds good. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Okay, I think that would look kind of pretty, and then tie in, you know, with the green and the red in the mittens as well. And then the bulbs, I'm not sure. It's the one thing I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with those bulbs. EB says, yes. What are you planning to make today? Or are you working, well, you don't have your mugs, so you won't be working on those. Unless they get delivered in the next hour. Yes, so far. Oh, you are working on mugs today? Maybe some yellow for parts of the baubles. Like I was thinking maybe that in yellow, like these parts here, because they almost look like little stars or something. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm finishing Christmas gifts, then gonna color. Okay, okay. I always like to know what you're doing. I'm curious. And I'll of course join for a little bit, but I'll have to like get something to eat afterwards and get some laundry going. All the boring adult stuff. I'd rather just be up here making art all day. But unfortunately at some point we've got to do some adult stuff too, and I guess I have to eat. And for those of you that don't know, so Corey will be streaming after this stream. She streams in about an hour over on her YouTube channel. And EB here also has a YouTube channel, but she streams over on Twitch. And she'll be starting in 2 hours, I believe. So if you guys are interested in just hanging out and chatting and just watching her create some art, that's what we do over there. Joanna says, oh, you could bring in the color you used for the berries maybe. Okay, that nice deep berry color, yeah. I could do that. It's a good idea. I think I was going to make this the dark blue. I think. I am now. And then I think I'll do the light blue for the other strip, and that kind of ties in with the other color. And the hearts. You know what? Maybe the hearts would be cute in the berry color as well. And then that kind of ties that color into here too. EB says, I have more on standby, but I ordered more to get just in case I would run out. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Okay, so what color is this? Where's my light blue? Over here. So I've got the B00. And actually, while we're talking about it, I just want to show you guys this real quick. So EB, Crafting with EB on here, she actually made these on her Twitch, and she's selling them on her Etsy shop. And so of course I had to go ahead and support my friend, and I bought this, and it's really cool because it's all hand painted and it's made on these little wooden like ornaments. She put the string on herself and everything. She painted it and put the little saying on, and then on the other side it's red, and it's got like this cute little like stocking print on it. And I just love it. So I've had it on my tree, but I had to take it off so that I could show you guys. So if you want to go ahead and link your Etsy shop, EB, you can certainly do that. And there, yeah, so Joanna, she linked her Twitch. So she streams, I think, most Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. I usually catch Sunday's stream because it's convenient and it's right after mine. And usually Saturdays and Fridays I'm busy, but her streams are up for a few days. I think they stay up for a week or 2 weeks, so you can always go back and rewatch them too. So I will try to catch some of them and rewatch them when I can. But it's just very laid back, and she does all kinds of different art. Coloring, she has a Cricut and she does stuff like that. She does those ornament type things. Oh, you feel the love. Yes, of course I had to support my friend. It's so exciting. I'm very happy for you. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Yeah, we got to support each other, as artists and creatives, colorists, whatever you want to call yourself. We're all creative people, and I feel like we all need to support each other and bring each other up. There's enough, stuff that goes on in the world. There, I like that. I'm liking that, and I think I'm going to do that berry color for the little hearts. So that was the are $39. Oh, hi Terry Lynn. Nice to see you here. How's your weekend going so far? There, and that's her Etsy shop, just if you guys are interested. But I think the ornaments are so cute, and I love that it's, you know, all handmade, hand painted. Very nice. Okay. Okay, good. This is dark enough that it does stand out a bit. Okay, so should we do the candy canes and the bows next, or should we jump into the ornaments? I always tend to leave the stuff that I'm not sure about to last, but I'll leave it up to you guys. What did you do with the stickers? I put the stickers on my, oh, actually, did I? Oh, no, I have them here. I'm going to put them, I'll show you real quick. Thank you for mentioning that, because I actually forgot. But Evie, she handmakes all of her like business cards. So it's got her name with her little bee things here, her email address, and then on the back a little thank you. And then she sent these stickers here. So I got this cute little bee and this cute little gingerbread lady. So I absolutely love those. Actually, let me get them over where you guys can see them better. So those, but I'm going to put them on my watercolor palette, because I have one of my palettes that I've been collecting stickers from, like the art boxes that I'm subscribed to, and these will go perfectly on that. So that's what I'm going to do with those. Joanna says, I think the candy canes, but it's up to you. Well, unless I have any more suggestions, we will do the candy canes next. Because it's funner when you guys get some input in what we're doing, I think. And well, I have a few of you guys here now. I just want to say again that I did start my Patreon this month, and I'm really excited. I've got a few tutorials already going out, but I'm going to switch the format to live streams like this. Now, of course, you don't have to be there live. You can always catch the replay, but I thought it would be fun to do it live, and then that way, you know, you guys can always ask questions while we're doing the art. Or you can always post your questions down in the comment section below, and I'll answer them on stream. And then I'm also, you know, going to be doing more like edited tutorials as well. But I think doing the live streams, it will give me more time to have more edited content as well, because then I don't have to go ahead and edit all of the tutorials. So if you guys, I have that linked down in the description below, I should. So if you guys are interested, you can always go and check out my Patreon. There'll be a new live stream like this every week. And yeah, and I'm thinking of doing them on like Tuesday nights, because I know on Sunday, like I do it at this time, but I figured I would do it sort of later in the evening, and maybe more people would be able to join. So let me know if that's a good time for people, because I am open, you know, I can change it. I could take this time as the Patreon live stream and do, you know, our free YouTube live stream at another time. But yeah, it's just whatever you guys are interested for. But and also, if you guys like this color along, let me know, because we can do more color alongs on YouTube. But the Patreon, I want to keep more like art focused, like more tutorials like that. I'm going to take this R46 Strong Red, and I'm going to start doing the candy cane. So I think I'm going to start on this one up here. And EB says, speaking about the ornaments, I sold 97 of them so far. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, so let's make this one a red candy cane with a green bow, I think. So I'm just gonna go every other one. I'm gonna do this red. That's amazing, EB. Congratulations. That's so exciting. Okay, so there would be one in here and then kind of like that. So we'll hit this one. And then this one. You know what, maybe I'll do these ones over here as well. I get out at 5 p.m. my time on Tuesdays. Yeah, so my streams, I would think I would do them probably from like 6 to 8 my time, 6:30 to 8:30, somewhere in there. So you're already ahead of me, so you would definitely be out if you wanted to join. So maybe we'll do this one right over here. And yeah, so I'm thinking like 6 to 8, so it'd be like a 2-hour live stream, or depending how long the tutorial takes, right? And I'm actually planning, so I have quite a lengthy tutorial coming out this week. It's up to about 5 hours long, maybe slightly over 5 hours, and it's going to be a tutorial using the Copic markers and using colored pencils over top. So that will be this week's tutorial coming up. And then I'll start my live streams after that. And I still have a few tutorials that'll be coming out as well, because I've already pre-taped some. But I'm going to be doing like a Christmas card series as well. That'll be pre-taped, I think. We could do some as a live stream if you guys wanted. All right, I am missing some of this here. So this comes down. I'm going to have to go and like re-edit this. And it would come down to here. Okay, so I'm going to wait a second for that to dry before I put that on, but I'm going to grab a green, and I'm thinking I'm going to do the lighter green, the G16 maybe. I don't know. I've got these two greens here. I think the lighter green would go better. Then I could always add some of the darker green in, like in the bow. So I might do that, I think. But yeah, so those are sort of my plans coming up with Patreon, just if you guys are interested. I like that, and that's actually kind of close to that color anyway. But it's just a slightly brighter green. EB says, I even made Grinch ornaments, which I'll have them up next year. Yes, I saw those. So you were doing some custom ornaments for people as well, which is really cool. Yeah, I think people will love that. Might color this page on my Twitch too. This is adorable. Absolutely. Go ahead. Fix some of the spots that I missed though, because you do have this available as a download for your tier. So absolutely go ahead and do that. And I'm going to grab this darker green here, and I'm going to use both for the bow, I think. So I'm going to put the darker green like in the darker area of the bow. Or you can, of course, like print out the other version and just print it on whatever paper you want. But absolutely go ahead and color it. I'd love to see your version of it. I'm just going to put some dark color down here, and then we'll blend all that out. And we'll see how these colors blend together. I think that looks cute. Yeah, I like that. It's a cute bow. I might just darken up slightly. I'll do the Ohuhu markers. Yeah, I would love to see how those markers do. That would be really fun. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing on this bow. There, those are looking cute. Oh, thank you, EB. Yes, if you guys could give a like and, you know, subscribe and all that fun stuff. It always helps me out. I would definitely appreciate that. All right, so which one does this one go to? This one. All right, so we'll work on our little red bow there. So I've got R14 and not this one. This one here, R46. So I think these will go kind of together. You know what? I think this one might be a little too light. Because I've got this, and I like how the green bows are a little dark and rich, so I might actually do these two colors together. I think that would be kind of nice. So yeah, I think I'll do that. So we'll get rid of that one, and we'll do the R39 and the R46. And then we'll tackle these afterwards. And I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with those ones, but we'll wing it. We'll figure something out. All right, we'll start with the dark one first. Joanna says, EB, Twitch completely crashed my phone, but I've reinstalled it and managed to find you. Oh, and she'll try to catch your stream later. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, Joanna. Yeah, I've never tried Twitch on my phone, so I would imagine that would be pretty heavy on the phone. Oh. But I'm not sure. So I just try to hit the spots where I put the darkest color in first, just to help it blend the most in those areas. And then I just cover the rest of the areas in. like that. All right. Yes, it can be, but I also have it on my iPad. Yeah, it'd probably run smoother on your iPad, I would think. Alrighty, so we've got our mittens done, we've got our candy canes done, we've got this. Is there anything else to do other than the balls? No. Well, we could work on that, but you know what? I'm debating staying in with the same colors, or do I want to introduce some of these other colors? Because I've got some magentas and some like pinky purples. So it might be fun to do them in those colors. What do you guys think? Should I stick with like the reds, greens, blues, and yellows, or should I add in these other colors? Because I thought they were kind of fun for maybe like a pop of color in there, but I'm not, you know, 100%. Oh, I just realized I forgot to go back and put this in. I'll get that in there. All right, perfect. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I could do the balls in them and then still have like a traditional colored ribbon. That might look cute. Let's go, you know what, I'm gonna grab this yellow, and I think I'm gonna get these spots in with the yellow. So I think that'll help tie it in with the other parts of the pictures, and then I'll just wait to see if you guys have any suggestions for the other bits of the balls here. That's kind of cute. Maybe the yellow with one of the new colors. Yeah, that might work. Because I do like this yellow color too. It's a really nice warm yellow. And maybe, you know, because we do have a lot of the reds and the greens already, but we don't have a lot of this like yellow color. So maybe I might go ahead and do this part in the yellow color as well, just to tie everything in. Yeah. And I like that yellow color up against our olive green color too. Yeah, that's kind of cute. All right, so let's see here. Maybe it would be fun to do the balls like in one of these colors, like maybe one of these lighter colors, and then I could have the stripes. Or maybe I should do those as the stripes. Or perhaps one of the blues. Yeah, I'm thinking one of the blues, maybe. And since we've used these two, maybe this one. I'm just gonna grab a color and go with it. Let's do the blue. Maybe I'll do the stripes in the blue, and then we'll do the balls. One of them will be in the lighter magenta color, and one of them will be in the other purpley color. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. We'll see how that turns out. But I think where we're using the blue sort of as stripes in the other areas, I think that will kind of look good too. Who knows? And, you know, feel free to follow along or change it up on yours. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Okay, thank you, Joanna. I really appreciate your feedback. Because sometimes, you know, I'm just winging it. All right, and we'll get these ones. And then I think I'll do the bows maybe as like a red and green bow, probably. And then that'll kind of tie in with the rest. I think that'll help tie it all together. But it's coming out cute so far, I think. Alrighty. Now, another cool thing with the colorless blender, because I did go over the edge here a little bit, I can actually use the colorless blender to push that color back. You don't want to use too much, but because this will lighten colors, it sort of also works to erase them a little bit and to sort of like push them back into an area. Now, if I go over a little bit, I don't really care, but that was a little bit more than I wanted. Joanna says, you're welcome. I get stuck choosing colors too. Oh, thank you so much. It's looking great. You're so sweet. There. So that kind of helps a little bit. It won't ever get rid of a color completely, but it does help. All right, so let's grab that RV17, and I've got the light purple over here somewhere. What do I got? No, this is V25. So sort of like a light magenta and a light purpley pink color. And I think these would be cute for that. So let's do this light purpley color here. Just to have like some kind of pop of color. I like that. And then I think I'm going to take this color and use it in here. Just to help like these two bulbs kind of tie together too. There. And then I'll go in with that RV17, and I'm going to do this bulb with this color. It's a nice little pop of color. I think I like that. It's a little different, but just a little bit of something. And then I think down here for these ones, I'm going to do the opposite color scheme. So I think I'll use this like magenta color for this one. I'll do the light purple for the other one. And just see how that looks. And then I'll put it here as well. There. And then we'll do that R25 for the rest of this one. Now I'd love to know if you guys want to see more color alongs like this, or if you just want to like go back to the regular tutorials. Because I actually kind of like doing both. So it's whatever you guys want to see more of. Okay, now I feel like I should do up here too. There. All right, and I am going to grab those two red colors and those two green colors again. Or maybe I'll do, yeah, you know what? Why don't we switch it up and we'll do like a blue ribbon maybe. That might look cute to have a blue ribbon. Because we've got a lot of red and green going on already, so I think we'll do that. So maybe I'll take those two, the BO2 and the BO5, and we'll use those colors. I like both that you did. Oh, thank you very much. You guys are so sweet. I love the coloring. Thank you, EB. Thank you so much. All right. And I'm going to grab that lighter color and sort of blend around. These two colors aren't super different, so I don't need to do a whole lot of blending, actually, to be honest, because it might lighten the other color too much. Yeah, I think I might go back in with that darker blue and just get it a little bit darker even. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back in and just darken everything up. The way you've colored the bows makes them look like velvet. Oh, thank you. And it was pretty easy, you know, just doing two colors and just picking some little shadow areas. So I try to make things as easy as possible so really anybody can do it and follow along. Okay, I like that. So then we'll do down here. And we'll grab that lighter color. I'm not going to overlap them a whole lot because another thing with Copic markers is the lighter the color, it will actually lighten the darker color. So that's why it's nice to have some colors that are closer together because you'll have a better blend. But even if you have a lighter marker, you can just keep going over that area and it will eventually lighten the darker one enough so that you can get a really nice blend. And I think that's like specific to whatever the Copic marker formula is. EB says, I got a new sticker for my orders. It has a bee that says, thank you for helping me. Oh, helping my business grow. That's so cute. I love that. All right, so that bow's done. So we'll work on this bow. That is super cute. Yeah, that does sound cute. All right, and we'll grab that lighter one. And then I'm going to go back in with that darker one again. And so as you can see, when you layer up the colors, they definitely layer nicely. So even if you don't have, you know, a darker color, you can just keep layering the same colors and they will get darker every time you layer over top of them, which is pretty cool. Just do a little bit there and I'll blend that out slightly. Me too, I got them on Amazon. In love with them. I'll have to show you on Twitter later. Yes, Twitter, Twitch later. Yes, please show me. I would love to see them. Okay. Now, I've totally gone and put the wrong cap on that marker, and that's something I don't like with these Copic markers because they won't like go on the ends of them. I always end up putting the wrong one on the wrong marker, and then I'm like, oh, why does this one have two different ends? Especially when you just get going, or if you're trying to make a really nice smooth blend, and you've got a few markers with the caps open going and stuff, and I'll just like lay them around me and then I lose the caps and it's just a whole thing. There, I kind of like that. Let me see how it's looking in the thing for you guys. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cute. Fell in love, not feel in love. Sorry, English can be hard. Well, I'm native English speaking and I still find it hard, so there's that. I'm going to grab this light B00 and I'm going to go around and start filling in the rest of the snowflakes. The snowflakes? See, English is hard. The snowflakes. So if you guys have any questions for me or anything, then let me know, because I'm just going to fill these snowflakes in. And I mean, I don't really see anything else, unless, let me know if I've missed a spot, because sometimes I do that too. But I'm just going to fill these in. And I love this color. It's like the perfect little like snowflake color. I make so many typos typing on a tablet. Yeah, I make the typos while I'm speaking. uh. And people that can speak multiple languages, kudos to them, because I have a hard time just speaking one language. Now these little circles, I don't know if I'm going to fill these in or not. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll fill them in. Not really sure what kind of snowflakes they're supposed to be. They were in the original design. Yeah, it happens, especially if you're typing fast. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, thank you, EB. Thank you so much. You guys are such a great group. Aw, EB says she loves it. Well, I hope you color it on your Twitch stream, because I would love to see your version of it. Or you could use the exact same color scheme. It doesn't bother me at all, but I'd love to see you end up coloring it sometime. I know you've got other stuff planned too. Joanne says, "Oh, thanks, and you're great to watch." Oh, thank you so much. We're just all great. We're a great bunch of people. You could do a light gray on the circles. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, apparently I had some red in there somehow. That's weird. Get out of my marker. Huh, I don't know how that got in there. Like a little bit of red smudged. So I'm going to take that colorless blender and just try to see if I can like eventually get rid of that. That's so weird. Get out of here. Get out of here, red. I'll probably have to go over that a couple of times, but at least it's lightening it out a little bit. So I'll let that dry, and then I'll hit it again with the colorless blender. This would be cool to do in pastel. Oh, yeah, it would. I gotta go print it out for today's stream. Yes, go ahead. Oh, cat hair. I like these cute snowflake patterns though. They're really pretty. I'm not sure what kind of snowflake those are supposed to be, but all right. I think I might go back in and do another edited version of this and like just keep these little snowflake patterns and like take out these so that people have both versions of it, you know, depending what you want. And maybe I'll like add some more of those little snowflakes around, like even smaller ones. So I might try to go and do that later. Maybe I'll do that while I'm watching your Twitch stream, EB. All right. One little snowflake left. And I think we made it within our 2-hour mark. This is all colored in. Now I could go in and do like some shading on the candy canes, but I think I'm gonna leave that. I just wanted it, you know, pretty simple. And I don't know if I'm gonna do like a little light gray on those, or I don't know, what colors do I have? Let me see, let me pull. So this is like my lighter grays and everything. And let's just see, I've got this C1, which is like a cool gray. That's pretty light. That might work alongside this color here with our snowflakes. Or what if I blended the two together, maybe, and made like a gray blue? I don't know if I like that. Maybe just the gray. But then, you know, I'm adding in a color that I don't have anywhere else in the picture. I might just keep it the blue, or I've got this pale blue gray. It's kind of like a purpley blue gray. I don't really like that. What about this? What's this color? See, this is how I choose my colors. I just go, yeah, no, yeah. And I do have these all swatched out somewhere. I just can't find the swatch sheet for the life of me. So what's this one? This is sort of like a blue greeny pale color. It's a little too pale. Maybe we'll just stick with the blue, that light blue. I wish I had one that was just slightly lighter than that. But, oops, I don't want to put that one back. I want to put that one back. See, and this is why I was trying to have some of my colors ready to go, because you guys probably don't want to see this. What's this one? This is Floral White, E0000. That is a lot of zeros. That's probably not gonna, yeah, that's more of like a skin tone color, and I don't know why it's over there, but yeah, well, I'll do this little blue color. We'll just fill them in with this, and we'll just go with it. These are like big snowdrops. I don't know. Or maybe they're very, very tiny. And I was gonna go and put some like little white highlights on our berries, but I think I want to keep it just simple like this with not too much. Because I feel like if I start adding highlights there, then I'm gonna want to add highlights in other areas, and I just want this to be nice and simple. But you guys can of course do whatever you want. There's no right or wrong in art. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much. And I think I'm gonna do like some little dots like here where these dots are, just to tie that in because those dots are kind of weird. But I put them in because they were in the original. But we'll just do a few little dots here and there just to make it look like it's something. I don't know. Lisa says it really looks amazing. Stan says you're gifted, and I agree. Oh, well, thank you. Tell Stan I really appreciate that, and thank you. Thank you to both of you. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this color along today. And again, you know, you can have the free version of this down below that you can print out. And then I've got my version for Patreons, which I'm going to go in and touch up. And I might have a couple of versions available for you guys with and without the little snowflakes and all this little stuff. But yeah, that'll be available for you later today. And if there's no other questions, I'm just going to grab a quick drink of water because I just realized I've gone 2 hours without drinking any water. And if you guys haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you could give the video a like and go ahead and subscribe. I do live streams for free on here on YouTube every Sunday at 11 a.m. Unless something comes up like last weekend, my in-laws were over. So, you know, I was spending the day with them. But we will go live every Sunday. And then, of course, I've got the Patreon and live streams on Patreon if you guys are interested. Joanne says, thank you so much. Well, thank you for showing up because I do this for you guys. So if I, you know, didn't have people showing up, it wouldn't be as fun. But thank you guys. So I'll have more videos out this week and I will see you next weekend. So let me know, leave a comment down below after this live stream and let me know what you want next live stream to be because I'm not really sure. I don't have any plans yet. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.